everybody, we are finally here. It is time, multiple flare tutorial. A lot of you guys have been requesting this for a while. It is now super sunny and hot, which means my hips will hopefully survive the flares, because as you know, I had injuries on them, but I think they're good now. So I'm finally making this tutorial for you guys, so let's go right away. So this tutorial is assuming that you can do a flare kind of like this. Here to the back, at least, okay? If your flare is not at least that good, then I recommend going to my first flare tutorial and watching that and training that until it gets to at least that level, if not way better, and then you're ready for multiple flares. So first things first, you need to make sure you have the positions in freeze motion first. So that's making sure you can at least do here on your toes, better yet, being able to do it up here, okay? And then again, side pike. You want to be able to have here as high as you can, and obviously front, you need to understand this position, and then side, make sure you have, again, your side pike here. So first things first, the hardest part and the biggest reason why most people can't do the back of the flare, the reason I couldn't do the back of the flare properly into my second flare was that my side pike on my right arm, because I go counterclockwise, was too weak, okay? So as soon as I brought my right arm down, my hips would drop, everything would drop, so that by the time I got to the back, everything was like here, okay? And when that happens, you obviously don't have space or time to get your legs back around for a second rotation. So what we're gonna do first is understand how to get to that position. So what I want you to do is go to your flare lunge, like this, then you're gonna do flare and try to hold that pike position. So here, just like that, okay? Let this first leg drag, just focus on this left leg, staying as high as you can to your ear, and then making sure you keep your hips as wide as you can, and you're leaning all your weight onto your right arm. So that's right arm lean, left leg up, hips elevated as high as you can, okay? So again, going here, hold, just like that, okay? Said, I'm gonna give you guys 2 drills to work on that side right now. First drill, coffee grinder to that one-handed pike position. So you're gonna sweep your right leg like this, and again, always coming down that right arm. Then as you're gonna hop over your foot, your left leg is gonna pike to the sky, kicking towards your ear, your right leg kicking backwards, and holding your bum as high as you can. So you're going here to here, because you need to understand the control of it. So the slower you go right now, the more time you have to be in the position, which allows your body to understand the motion faster and more productively. So sweeping, kicking, leaning, like that. So you notice my bum goes instantly as high as I can, because if you get your bum up high, you're gonna be on that arm, all your weight's up, and then you're gonna be ready to go into whatever you wanna go into. So again, bum high, kick this left leg to the sky. Right leg kicking straight backwards, going sweep, hold, like that. So instantly into this position. The second drill we're gonna go into, once you're comfortable with that, is doing the same thing, but from a swipe position or a W freeze position. Because with this way, you're gonna be hopping into it, which is gonna emulate more like a flare, because your hand is gonna be coming from this position to this position. Rather than just a squat to here like we did with coffee grinder, we're now going hop to here, okay? So it's gonna be a little bit harder. So you're going here, okay? You don't have to worry about your hips high right now. Right leg kicking across, just like we would with swipe, and then the right hand going down here. Then from that, you're again gonna go jump over your leg, left leg to the sky, to that position. So going here, hit, like that, okay? That's not beautiful, but what you wanna do is you wanna start doing that, because that again is gonna get your body used to this position, getting into here, okay? Now, once you kinda can do that, now remember, right after you kick your right leg, your left leg is gonna kick to your ear. So you're right here, both of you are like this, you kick your right leg across and your left leg goes to the sky. So trying it, here, going. I just want to make sure my left leg's kicking to the sky, my right leg's crossing, bring that hand down, because again, that's emulating the flare and the back of it and the corner of it, which is the transition from the front to the back, which is the most important part. I talk a lot, hey? Holy. All right, as has happened many times now, the sun came in too hot and it overheated you, So I had to put you in the freezer, so I made a makeshift sun blocker. So hopefully the sun does not smash you anymore and you can see a little bit better. So now you're gonna do your flare just like normal, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to delay your feet coming down on the ground in the back. So like this, going here, hold, drop, just like that. Don't worry about your legs sliding here, that's completely fine for now. I just want you to focus on this hold here, because once you have that hold, you can go into the second one. Now you do the same thing with the drills. So you do the coffee grinder, hold, drop, and you do the swipe, going hold, down, okay? Again, it's not to be crazy hold delay, but make sure there's a little bit of a delay. I'm not gonna slow-mo those because I feel like this video is just gonna go on forever then, and I wanna keep it going here. So now how you do that is, again, by going to the side and then front over to that freeze planche position, okay? Or that high planche, whatever you want to call it, which is this, okay? So again, bum going high, looking straight down, leaning over your arms. If you're not leaning over your arms, your waist down, you don't want that because then you're gonna have a low flare. Now we're gonna do the first flare, but rather than holding here, we're gonna go to here, okay? So you're just gonna go all the way around into that side pike on this side. So from here, going flare, here, just to there, okay? So all you're doing is rather than holding the back, you're continuing to kick until that side and you're holding there. Now do the same thing, repeat it with the coffee grinder drill and the swipe drill. So now the main difference is, if you notice, I'm ending all my weight top corner on my left side now, because we already went around to the back. We're already leaning here, we're already leaning here, but again, flares you hit every corner, so to make sure from here, then you now rotate to here. So now I'm on my left corner, focusing on this side to hold this position, which again is the drill we did before. See, everything's gonna line up perfectly if you do it in the correct order, so it's not gonna be super confusing for you on how to actually train it. So then, you guessed it, from here, rather than stopping there, we're just gonna push it a little bit more front, to back to here, okay? So now you're gonna do flare, back around, and then land here instead. So from the basic, going here, and flare, slide, drop, just like that, okay? Again, don't worry about perfection, don't worry about your legs being off the ground, just make sure you're doing somewhat of the flare motion and you're getting to that front position. And again, with that, you can also train it from coffee grinder around to front and from swipe around to front. So now from coffee grinder, going here. And just let that leg drag for now, don't worry about anything else. And then from the swipe position, going here, just like that. So now what I want you to try to do is, with your feet dragging, go for 2, and then the second one, just bring your feet back down to the back, like this. Again, dragging, nothing special. Drag up, back to here, okay? So if you notice, I'm keeping it same with the drill, nothing's all crazy, I'm not going super high on my hips, just the basic. So now, let's say you're not there yet and you can't hit 2 flares in a row like that with your feet dragging. What I want you to do is try from your squat and your swipe, do the drill, but do 1 full rotation of flare back to here. Getting that was what really got me multiple flares, because it forced me to do that back into that re-kick. So the biggest issue that I found a lot of people will have, which is what I had, is when you go up and you're going back into your re-kick, either your hips are like up here and you're super high, so then you just crash down like this, or it's super low and you're trying to get through and you just can't quite get through. So the trick is, keep your legs in, keep everything tough, don't worry about any crazy form, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna really lean again to that corner and kick that right leg to your ear. You need to hug that position here, and then your left leg needs to kick low. So your right leg's hugging your ear, your left is kicking through, and then you're opening, and then you naturally get around. So when you're doing it again from coffee grinder, really watch this one side going here, okay? That's the part that's so important. So again, this time your left leg's gonna kick through with it. And then you're back through to 1 flare, as well with swipe. So if you can do that and you can get around with 1 flare from starting in the front and then 2 flares starting from the back with your legs sliding, you can do multiple flares already. So you have it, you just feel like it's not, oh my god, it's not the most beautiful ever, and doesn't look like his flare is so much nicer. Well, of course not, because you still have to clean it. This isn't about how to clean your flare to make your perfect multiple flares. This is simply how to get them, okay? So I feel like most people think that once you do one flare, you're just coasting. You gotta keep maintaining the same feeling you had in that first flare. So that means if you kicked here and you raised your hips up here, and you kicked here and you leaned forwards and pushed your bum to the sky in the back to go for another one, you have to do the exact same thing. So that means when you're in the back and you're trying to go for that second one, you have to do that same thing. You have to kick your right leg to the sky, your left leg has to sweep under, you have to bring your hips up in the front, and you have to kick left up here, and you have to bring your bum up in the back and lean over your arms. So you have to constantly be doing that same hula hoop motion every single time. Because if you're not doing that, you're gonna just fall flat. And a lot of people, including myself, believed that if you just do one, the rest is a cakewalk. But the reality is you have to keep maintaining that, as I just said. And if you don't, then you're gonna fall flat. So really make sure after you do one that you don't give up. Don't just stop. Keep forcing that front. Keep kicking the way you should be kicking. Keep leaning over your arms. One more time, you should be leaning. Again, here, you start leaning here. Then you lean all the way, left arm up. Then you're raising all the way up here. Then on the side, you're leaning all the way in. Then on the back, you're leaning all the way front. Now make sure you're doing that same lean like this every single rotation, not just on the first one, but every single rotation. If you guys would like a tutorial on how to get your flares cleaner, faster, hips higher, all that when you're doing multiple flares, let me know, comment down below, I can make that happen for you. But for now, that's the end of this video. If you like this video, please comment down below, like, subscribe, and smash the button for more videos. Blah!
Love is love. Love is love.